of struggle, many years of going through these lifetimes of different experiences and all, in the final lifetime, that desire to know the truth arises in our mind. We go through this Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Not in that order. The first is Artha only. The first desire is just for survival. Survival is the main instinct which remains in many, many beings. As they evolve, then they also start experiencing some pleasure. So Kama becomes very dominant Purushartha. But only as a human being, then Dharma becomes a very important Purushartha, wherein we come to understand that I should not only work towards my own security and pleasure, but also I should work towards everyone's security and pleasure. That is Dharma. But out of millions of dharmic people, rare few will develop that desire for moksha. To become dharmic itself is rare. And out of many so-called dharmic means those who are good people, who have less of selfishness, who think of other person's welfare. Out of many of them, only rare few develop that desire for moksha. Even when we hear about it, we don't take it seriously. We get involved in faltu ke jagat ka tamasha. Some social activity, some this, some project. No. And our life goes by. And Bhagavan says, what are you doing? I have sent you for this important project of realizing yourself, and you are wasting your time in all sorts of stupid things. So, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. And it's a very miraculous thing actually. Suddenly one may develop the desire to walk this path, to become spiritual. To become religious is a different story. To follow the path of spirituality, a very rare few people get that desire in their mind. In the Upanishad it is said, Ishvara anugrahadeva pumsam advaita vasana. That also comes by the grace of God only. So suddenly the desire comes that I want to become free. I want to come to recognize my own self. I want to gain enlightenment. See, religious people, their aim is to go to Swarga. Those who have Artha as Purushartha, security, their aim is to protect themselves by hook or by crook. Those who have pleasure as their aim, their aim is pleasure, khao, piyo, maja karo, by whatever means. But those who become dharmic, their aim is to become good and to get better facilities, best facilities to go to Swarga and all. But those who are spiritual, their aim is to gain enlightenment, to awake to that reality. So, out of millions of people, only rare few gains that desire. And even those who have gained that desire to walk this path, to get proper guidance, proper teacher, proper environment, proper facilities, all these conditions, that is also rare. And for that desire to remain for a long time is also rare. Suddenly, jhatke se that desire comes, attack of spirituality. Suddenly that fellow does everything spiritual, everything, everywhere, everything. But after a month you meet him, oh, spirituality kya ho, chhod diya sab. Bhoot chale gaye. Attack of spirituality gone. To maintain that for a long time, sustain that interest is also rare. So to get all the right help and all. So when those rare people who walk this path, they also get satisfied with little things, because as you follow this path, you gain a lot of goodies on the way, on this path of spirituality. gain siddhis, or you gain some quietude of the mind, you gain some power, you gain some recognition in the society, people start worshipping you. Certain things one gains as one follows, and many people feel satisfied. हम तो पहुंच गए, पहुंचे हुए हैं हम. They have gained some siddhis. Siddhis means some achievement, but not the ultimate. So among those who have gained this type of achievement, yatatam api siddhanam, but still they continue striving, still they continue going on this path of gaining that ultimate state of enlightenment, not being satisfied by peanuts, but gaining that supreme. So out of those few who follow this path, the siddhas who follow this path, only a rare few, kaschin mam vetti tattvataha, only a rare few come to recognize me truly as I am. Very rare few. Because this very subtle path. So only rare few can finally come to realize that I am that Brahma. See, out of millions and millions of people, you can count the realized masters who have reached that state of enlightenment using maximum both your hands. Rare few. That was also, by the way, it came, not planned, but good. So, music of enlightenment. So, after listening to this, one should not become discouraged. This is not meant to discourage us. That, oh, it is so rare, so let me not try only. It is to tell us the beauty and the greatness of it, that we should drop everything and pursue this. Nothing is more important than this, gaining this enlightenment. Nothing is important, I tell you. Everything seems to be important, but nothing is really important. Life is very flimsy. Once a person leaves this world, nobody bothers to remember that fellow. We say, मेरे नाम रहना चाहिए पीछे को. Your own children will not take your name. Nowadays they don't take the father's name and all. They shorten their name also. Father keeps his name, विक्रमादित्य और ये वो विकी बना देता है उसको. And doesn't even mention his father's name. And now surnames also, all confusing this, that and all. So nobody bothers. Even if you build your statue, the next election some other government will remove that statue. Who is interested? And even if you are born again, you yourself will not recognize that statue. Suppose you are born again in, let us say, Karol Bagh, and you had put a big statue there, and now you are born in the family right in front of that statue, you will plan to destroy that statue yourself. So all these are not important. What is important is to gain that state of enlightenment. So this is to encourage us, to inspire us, that it is so rare, and here Bhagwan is revealing it himself. So please listen with full attention. So these 3 verses are for inspiring us and focusing our attention on what is being revealed. And now, from the following verse, Bhagwan reveals his nature. We will chant the verse, we will see the literal meaning, but go into depth tomorrow. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankara iti amme भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा भूमिरापो नलो वायुः खं मनो बुद्धिरेव च अहंकार इति यम्मे भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा. Bhagwan says that this is my prakriti. In this he reveals his Ashtadha Prakriti. Prakriti means his nature, his outer expression. So here he reveals the Apara Prakriti, the lower Prakriti, and in the next verse he will reveal the higher Prakriti. These two Prakritis are the expressions of God, outer expression, his body you can say. These two Prakritis are Bhagwan's body of that supreme reality. We come to know him through these Prakritis. The Apara Prakriti, which is made mainly of matter, and the Para Prakriti is that consciousness. So what is this Apara Prakriti? Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha. Bhumi, the earth, these 5 elements. Earth, apaha, water, analaha, fire, vayuhu, air, kham, space, manaha, mind, buddhi, intellect, ahankar, ego, iti yam me bhinna prakriti rashtada. This is my eightfold prakriti, Bhagwan says. This has to be understood properly in detail. But mainly these 5 elements and this mind, intellect and ahankar. Bhagwan says this is my apara prakriti, bhinna prakriti. And then he will reveal the para prakriti also. So just as fire. What is fire? Fire, actually we come to know fire from the heat and the light. We experience fire as heat and as light. But exactly what is fire, only fire knows. But fire expresses as heat and light. Sometimes we only see the heat of fire. Sometimes its expression as light is only seen. Sometimes fire remains without expressing. Like in the wood, there is fire. The wood is nothing but fire plus ash. So when the fire escapes from that wood, only ash remains. But when the fire is there in the wood, you cannot experience neither its, you don't experience its light as well as heat. So it is avyakt, unmanifest. Nirgun nirakar. Fire, nirgun nirakar. But fire, when it becomes sakar, it has got these 2 forms, heat and light. These are expressions of fire. Similarly, when we say God or when we say Brahma, Brahma expresses as Apara Prakriti and Para Prakriti. But he is beyond both. Both of them are in him, but he is both and beyond both also. So more about this we will see in our class tomorrow. Close your eyes and sit silently for some time. We'll chant Om and sit silently. मुच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।